With Winter Storm Grayson now gone, airports are getting back on their feet in the Northeast. JFK suspended all flights Thursday mornings due to the high winds and the heavy snow. But flights resumed this morning at 7 a.m. The airport is suggesting anyone with flights today to check their flight status with the airline before showing up at the airport. So here's what we know now. As the country falls into an even deeper freeze, as many as 32 deaths are believed to be connected to the frigid conditions that are gripping the country. The deaths range across 13 different states. More than 90 million people are under some kind of wind chill alert as we head into the weekend. And even though airports are opening back up, the headaches continue. 1,200 flights have been canceled.
Well, the extreme winter weather taking a toll across the Northeast, from slick roads and biting temperatures and dangerous wind chills. Residents are being told to take it easy today and into the weekend. Meteorologist Reynolds Wolf updates us from Brant Rock, Massachusetts.
That's right. I am coming to you from beautiful Brant Rock, Massachusetts. The weather's anything but beautiful. I mean, the skies above are fantastic. You have almost a cobalt blue. But I'll tell you, the wind has been relentless. It has not stopped one bit. And we've got colder times over the next several days. Something else that's moving in, not just the polar air, but a lot of cars are on the roadways. That being said, we've got a lot of slush. And the thing you know, common sense, that as we have these freezing conditions, doesn't matter what kind of things we keep on the roadways trying to clear them, you're going to have ice. You're going to have chunks. You're going to have all kinds of slick conditions. So the thing is, if you can avoid traveling, that'd be your wisest course of action. The airport, Logan, is going to slowly begin to catch up. We've heard reports of airports farther north up in Maine. They've been opening. That's some great news. But, well, you know what? For all you travelers, the one thing that's not going to travel out of here is the cold air. It's certainly going to be something that's going to permeate this region. We did have something else that happened here yesterday. We had actual flooding. In fact, water was about knee-high in this area. We had 2 open water rescues. Everyone's fine. Everyone's okay. And I'll tell you, this place, not unusual for them to flood. In fact, it does happen. We were told by folks in the diner that anytime you have high tide and a full moon, it does occur. But still, yesterday, with that surge coming in and that wind, they did have higher water than they've seen in a very long time. All right, that's the situation that we have here in beautiful Brant Rock. Let's send it back to you.
Reynolds, thank you. Let's check in now with Erie, Pennsylvania and Syracuse, New York. Both dealing with some absolutely freezing temperatures. Both places have sub-zero wind chills. Erie, you still have 17 inches of snow on the ground from that epic Christmas week snow. In Syracuse, you're under a wind chill warning through Sunday morning. It's not just the cold we're going to be dealing with. Believe it or not, more lake effect snow is coming in. And take a look at the Great Lakes here. This is December 28th. We had about 12.6% coverage. So the lakes were still open. This is right after that big storm came through there. Yesterday, 22% coverage. So they're becoming more frozen because of all of this Arctic air. So that's going to shut things off just a little bit here. And in fact, in places like Erie, it's going to be interesting to see just how much snow you get, because you're very close to becoming a top 5 season here for you. So taking a look at the current radar, not a whole lot happening right now, but here's a look at into tomorrow, our pattern setting up. We've got the Arctic air spilling in, of course, into the southeast from the north, and then that cold air flow over the warmer waters. Now, Lake Erie is more than 50% frozen at this point, so it's going to be interesting to see just how much of that lake effect can get in and pile up in some of those usual spots like Erie, which, by the way, is at 130 inches or so for the season so far. So very impressive totals. But this is a look at Sunday, another big batch coming through the upper Great Lakes, eventually getting into the eastern lakes as well. So here's how much snow still to come for you in Erie, looking at maybe another 5 inches or so. You only need about 9 to get into that top 5 category. So we'll see just how close you get. But all along the I-90 corridor here, maybe 5 or 6 inches piling up, ending tomorrow evening. But as we mentioned, it's not only here, the south towns here from Buffalo as well, maybe getting about the same 5 to 8 inches. And then the eastern side of Lake Michigan, also getting some more lake effect. Well, Winter Storm Grayson is in the books, but before the snow is even melted, is the next storm on the way? We're going to take a look at where icy conditions are on the move and how they could impact you. It's all coming up next on Weather Center Live.